Hi kids, welcome to English for Class. I'm your teacher, Miss Pauline Joyce A. Villaperte. But before that, please subscribe my YouTube channel, Pau Joyce Vlogs. We are now in Quarter 1, Module 4, Text Types. Our lesson for today is about identifying various text types according to structure, purpose, and language features, such as problem and solution, description, procedural, or sequence. We have a learning objective. You will be able to identify various text types according to structure, purpose, and language features such as problem and solution, description, procedural, or sequence. What I know. Identify if the text type is problem and solution, description, or procedure. Number 1. When it rains hard, the street easily gets flooded. Garbage clogs floodways and waterways. The people decided to talk about this and agreed to clean their surroundings. From then on, the water runs freely and no floods occurred. Correct. It's a problem and solution. Because there's a problem there and there's a solution. Number 2. The big and green watermelon seems inviting when we open it up. The sweet smell spreads and its fresh juice flows. The bright red flesh with the black seeds on it even made it more delicious looking. When I took a bite, it was the most refreshing feeling ever. Correct, it's a description because it describes the watermelon. Number 3. Hot dogs for breakfast is the easiest thing to cook. First, remove the plastic covering the hot dogs and make short slices. Next, heat oil in a pan, then in a low fire. Cook the hot dogs till bright red. Finally, serve and enjoy. What's the answer? Correct! It's procedural because it tells about the procedure how to cook the hot dog. Number 4. I remember that one summer day when I had fun at the beach. The sun's heat was touching my face. The cool breeze feels relaxing. The salty and crystal clear water seems endless. I did nothing the day but swim. What's the answer? Okay, it's a description because it's described this one summer day. Number 5. Candy always loses her wallet. Even if it only has a coins in it, she still feels bad. Mother thought of ways to stop this. One day, Mother decided to tie the wallet in Candy's pocket using a red ribbon. It looks funny, but it sure works. It's the answer. Correct, it's problems and solution. Because the problem is Candy always loses her wallet, and the solution, Mother decided to tie the wallet in Candy's pocket. Now, let's proceed to what's in. Note significant details of various text types. Try to remember the important details from the text. We will go back to our past lesson about the various text types. Okay. The title is about Government Seeks Support for Vegan in Water Cities Competition. Manila, Philippines. Xinhua. The government today called on Filipinos around the world to support the bid of vegan city in northern Ilocos Sur to become one of the world's new 7 wonder cities. Secretary Ramon Paje of the Department of Environment and Natural Resources said Bigan needs the same overwhelming support that made Palawan's Puerto Princesa Underground River PPUR one of the new 7 wonders of nature in 2012. Pahe, who served as the national campaign manager for the PPUR, said Bigan deserves the Filipinos' full backing. It has been wonderfully preserved as one of the few Hispanic towns in the country, with the structure intact due to best practices in management, governance, stakeholder involvement, and awareness of cultural heritage, Pahe added. Bigan City is a favorite tourist destination in the northern Philippines, famed for its unique colonial architecture lined by cobblestone streets and distinct cuisine. It is the only Philippine town on the list of heritage sites declared by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, or UNESCO. UNESCO describes Bigan as the best preserved example of a planned Spanish colonial town in Asia. Now let's answer the comprehension checkup. Read the questions carefully. Number 1. What tourist attraction became one of the new 7 wonders of nature in 2012? Correct. It's Puerto Princesa Underground River, or PPUR. Number 2. Why is the government calling on Philippines around the world to support the bid of Bigan City to become one of the new 7 wonder cities? Number 3. Why is Bigan City a favorite tourist destination in the Philippines? Yes, correct, because its structures are intact. Number 4. What could be seen in Bigan City? We seen a unique colonial architecture lined by cobblestone streets and distinct cuisine. And the last one, number 5. How will you be able to show that you care for our culture and tradition? Correct, to be proud of it, learn it, teach it to other people. Let's remember, noting significant details of various text types means remembering important details in the text. It includes answers to questions such as who, what, where, when, and why. What's new? Let us analyze 3 of the paragraphs from your Pretest or from your What I Know. Read the paragraphs and answer the questions after each. Text type A. Candy always loses her wallet. Even if it only has coins in it, she still feels bad. Mother thought of ways to stop this. One day, Mother decided to tie the wallet in Candy's pocket using a red ribbon. It looks funny, but it sure worked. Let's answer the comprehension checkup. Who has a problem? Okay, it's Candy. Number 2. What was her problem? Loses her wallet. Number 3. How was it solved? Mother decided to tie the wallet in Candy's pocket using a red ribbon. Correct. So, in this paragraph, the problem is that Candy always loses her wallet. The solution, her mother tied it her pocket with a red ribbon. So, some texts are presented in a structure that discuss problem and solution. These are called problem and solution texts. Next, let's read the text type B. The big and green watermelon seems inviting. When we open it up, the sweet smell spreads, and its fresh juice flows. The bright red flesh with the black seeds on it even made it more delicious looking. When I took a bite, it was the most refreshing feeling ever. Let's answer the comprehension checkup. Number 1. What specific topic is being described in a text? Correct, it's a watermelon. Number 2. How was it described in a text? Correct. Big, green, sweet smell, fresh juice, bright, red flesh, black seeds, delicious looking, and refreshing. Number 3. Were you able to imagine how the watermelon looked like? Why or why not? Of course, yes, because of the description or descriptive words used. Okay. In this paragraph, the descriptive words big, green, sweet smell, fresh juice, bright red flesh, black seeds, delicious looking, and refreshing were used for you to imagine how the watermelon looks like. This is an example of descriptive text. Some texts give specific characteristics of or features like size, shape, location, and color. Details are provided to help the reader visualize, imagine, or form a picture in the mind about the topic. Descriptive text is written to describe an object, person, place, event, or idea. Here is how it's usually written. In the big circle, basic structure of descriptive text. There is a tree circled here, opening statement or introducing the subject, what specific topic, person, idea, or thing will be described or explained. And next is the body, characteristic or special features that are important to remember or understand about the topic being described. And the last one is the concluding statement, brief summary of the text. Let's read the text type C. Hot dogs for breakfast, the easiest thing to cook. First, remove the plastic covering the hot dogs and make short slices. Next, heat oil in a pan. Then, in a low fire, cook the hot dogs till bright red. Finally, serve and enjoy. Let's answer the comprehension checkup. Number 1. What does the text teach you? It teaches how to cook hot dogs. Number 2. What steps should you follow? First, remove the plastic covering the hot dogs and make short slices. Next, heat oil in a pan. Then, in a low fire, cook the hot dogs till bright red. Finally, serve and enjoy. Number 3. Were the directions clear? What words help you know the direction steps to do? Yes. First, next, then, and finally. This is an example of basic structure of a procedural text. In this paragraph, you were taught how to cook hot dogs for breakfast by following the 4-step directions. Signal words. Signal words are first, next, then, and finally. Give clues which should come first, and so on. Another text type tells the procedure, directions, or steps on how to do something. Example. Number 1. Recipes. steps in cooking. Number 2, step in solving word problems. 3, dance steps. 4, creating crafts. And 5, going. It makes use of the signal words first, next, then finally. This text type is called procedural or sequence text. Here is how it is usually written. There's an introduction, brief overview of what is to be taught, the body, steps, procedure, direction, and how to do something, and the conclusion or brief summary encouragement for the reader to write. This is a basic structure of a procedural text. What are the 3 types that differ according to structure? Purpose and language features. Okay, number 1. One that shows a difficult situation and how to solve it. What's the answer? Correct. It's a problem and solution. Number 2. One that gives details to help the reader imagine the topic. Correct. It's descriptive. Number 3. One that teaches steps on how to do something. Correct. It's procedural. What's more? Is it or not? Read and analyze the given text below. Answer the question with yes or no. Number 1. Elton is having a hard time solving his math homework. Luckily, his sister is sitting across the room. Sister, can you help me with my homework? Elton said. His sister said yes, and they were able to solve the problem together. Question: is this a problem and solution text type? Correct. It's yes. Because Elton helped by her sister. Number 2. I have a puppy named Bamba. It is chubby and fluffy like a pillow. Its fine fur is smooth and grayish. Bamba has a pair of round sparkling eyes. It loves to run along and roll on the grass. We play all day and have a lot of fun. Question: is this a descriptive text type? Yes, because it tells about the description. Are you thinking of a healthy breakfast? Try sunny side up. First, heat oil in a pan. Next, break an egg and pour contents in the pan. Add salt to taste, then wait till egg white is cooked well. Finally, remove the pan and serve the egg while it's hot. Question: is this a procedural text type? Okay, correct. It's yes, because it tells about the procedure. Letter B, which one? Read and understand the given text below. Identify the text type and write problem solution description or procedural on your answer. Number 1. Helping at home makes our parents happy. Washing the dishes, for example, is easy. First, remove leftovers from the plates. Next, clean the glasses with a sponge and dishwashing liquid. Then, in the same manner, clean the plates, spoons, and forks. Finally, rinse with water and let dry. So, what text? Correct, it's procedural because there's a step there. Number 2, father planted tomatoes, cabbages, and eggplants in our backyard. However, the dog keeps destroying the plants. It is very playful and loves to run. Father decided to put a fence around the garden to keep the dog away. Since then, no vegetables were destroyed. Correct, it's problem and solution. Okay, it solves the problem of the father. Number 3, my sister has a flower garden. She enjoys seeing the red roses, orange chamomile, and colorful orchids in full bloom. Some of her plants are planted on clay pots, some hanging on wood stands, while others are planted on the ground. It's such a lovely sight. Correct, it's description because it describes the sister's flower garden. So, what I have learned. Let us summarize the important points you learned from this module. Complete the paragraph with the missing words. Choose your answer from the given choices. Generalization. This refers to the classification and definition of the way a text is written, such as structure, purpose, and language feature. It is called blank. Okay, very good. It's a text type. The text type that is presented in a structure discusses problem and solution. This text type is called correct problem and solution text type. The text type that gives details to help the reader visualize, imagine, or form a picture in mind about the topic. This text type is called correct. It's descriptive text type. Another text type tells the procedure, direction, or steps on how to do something. It makes use the signal words first, next, then finally. This text type is called correct. It's procedural text type. Let's do the assessment. Identify the various text types below according to structure, purpose, and language features. Write problem and solution, description, or procedural. Number 1. Garbage and trash are everywhere. If we do not stop this soon, the earth will become polluted and it will be impossible to live in it. We must learn to segregate our wastes. If everyone will practice reduce, reuse, and recycle, then there is hope. Correct. It's problem and solution. Number 2. Calamansi juice is all natural and refreshing. First, prepare 3 calamansi and slice open. Next, squeeze the juice in a glass, then add water and sugar to taste. Finally, you can add ice before serving. Correct. It's procedural. Number 3. My favorite toy is a Hello Kitty stuffed toy. It has a big red ribbon on its head. Its round and black eyes seem to wink. It has a cute yellow nose. It is soft and always fragrant. I hug it tight when I sleep. Correct. It's a description. Number 4. My bedroom is my favorite spot in the house. We painted it blue and placed glow-in-the-dark stars on its walls. From its ceilings hung round balls with dim yellow light. It feels comfortable and relaxing to stay here. Correct. It's a description. Number 5. Are you feeling hungry and want to prepare something easy? Why not cook instant noodles? First, boil water in a pan and put the noodles. Next, when noodles are soft, drain water. Then, on a plate, prepare seasoning and other special ingredients. Finally, mix cooked noodles with prepared seasoning. Enjoy! Correct, it's a procedural. Number 6. I need to buy new shoes. I know mother cannot give me money because we only have enough. I decided to run errands for other people like cleaning the lawn, throwing the garbage, feeding the dogs. In a few weeks, I went to the shoe shop to get my new pair of shoes. Correct, so problem and solution. Number 7. Jana feels worried. She cannot find the necklace that mom gave her. Jana thought hard and suddenly remembered that she removed it before taking a bath. She felt relieved when she found the necklace in the shower. Correct. It's a problem and solution. Number 8. Weekends are the busiest days at the playground. The colorful slides are filled with laughing children. The seesaw goes up and down with kids who shout with excitement once in a while. The swings fly back and forth endlessly. Correct. It's a description. Number 9. Can you do laundry on your own? Here's how. First, separate white clothes from colored ones. Next, in a basin with detergent and water, brush off the dirt from white clothes. Then brush and remove dirt from colored clothes. Finally, rinse excess detergent from clothes using clean water. Repeat as needed. Correct, it's procedural. And the last one, my plants don't seem to grow well. I looked at them closely and found worms on their leaves. I removed the worms and watered them. Often, I noticed a great change in the plants. They have grown healthy since then. Correct, it's a problem and solution. So, thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my YouTube channel, Pao Joy's Vlogs. Bye-bye!